Hey guys, I'm back with another video. This client had a removal. We did that with nail bits and we got it as thin as possible without damaging the nail. We also did a cut down. She is a client that is on the channel with the burgundy nails, which was her last set. She had the burgundy slanted French and full burgundy nails. So my process is basically I remove, if we're doing a removal, I use a 4x quartz bit, either metal or ceramic, whichever one I have available. Then I prep with a barrel bit, diamond, to push back the proximal nail fold and expose the cuticle on the nail plate. I then use a ball bit or a teardrop bit, diamond bits, to exfoliate or buff the proximal nail fold. I then use a 180 sanding band to prep the nail plate. After that, we go with dehydrator. We dehydrate all 10 nails, then we come back and dehydrate the first 5, which I'll be laying acrylic on. After that, we dehydrate twice. We apply the first set of primer on all 5. Then as we apply product or acrylic, I prime each nail individually as I'm going through with application. And that's where we are right now. We are up to application on the 3rd finger. Using Greg's signature brush from Young Nails, along with Young Nails Cover Bare. I do like this acrylic. However, I feel like it marbles a little bit more than I would like. But I guess it doesn't really matter depending on what your design is and how you're going to use it. These nails are round shaped. They are not oval. They are not almond. Those are 2 different shapes. People get them confused all the time. She wanted to cut down and start over because she started her nail journey prior to me at a nail shop. I believe it was Asian. She was getting dip. I do not do dip because it is, in my opinion, harsh on the nail. The removal, then re-prepping and all of that. I only want to have to prep your new growth or remove your lifting. And a lot of times, if you pay attention to the nail after you remove the lifting, sometimes it was just a pocket of oil, which you can dehydrate the nail bed for and not have to re-prep with the sanding band, depending on the client and how you prep the first time. Because most of the time, the nail bed under lifting is still not shiny. Excuse me, the nail plate under the lifting is still not shiny. So if you pay attention very well, you can see whether or not you need to re-prep the nail plate up under the lifting. This is our first coat of primer. As I said, that's the way the process goes. Now we are back to priming individually prior to application. I also have come across one of the things that has been slowing me down. When these ladies, these nail techs out here tell you to buy quality bits, baby, they mean it. I just use ceramic bits. I've had bits for years because I haven't had a steady stream of clients. So I'm like, I ain't throwing away no bits. It costs money. Yada yada blah blah blah. And I would use some of those bits to remove the product. Well, removal of the product was taking a good 10-15 minutes. And I kept wondering, do I not have it high enough? Like, what's the issue? Why does it take so long to remove? The problem was the bits I was using. Gel polish doesn't have to be thick when applied, obviously, but that does not mean that it's going to be easy to remove. With that being said, I have come across some bits that I really appreciate, and through this past week has helped me, and last week, speed up my removal process. I'm not sure what the name of them are, how you say the name exactly, but I also bought a drill from this company, a cordless, just all-in-one handheld drill. I think it's Aircy. I bought a drill from them. Now, the drill is okay if you are doing your own nails or if you are a professional and can use it on high speed. Applying some serious, or excuse me, not serious, applying, an amount of pressure to it will stop the rotation until you lift it back up. So if you are looking for something where you can apply some pressure and not stop the rotation, I suggest you get a Melody Susie, an M-Store, or some brand that has a reputable review. Most people get their drills off of Amazon. I haven't used an iGel. People love the not polish. I'm not willing to spend that kind of money on it, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, I started off by buying their 5-in-1 extra fine. And baby, when I tell you it was good, it is good. It's probably going to be the one you see me use in this video. I'm not sure. But we'll see. So I was like, you know what? I love the 5-in-1 bit. Let me see what else they got. Then I went and bought a 4 extra course bit from them. And ooh, child, that thing is scary. It cuts down that product quick, real quick. I particularly prefer a ceramic just because metal or carbide will tear the skin up. And of course, you should know what you're doing when you're using them, obviously. But I have clients that have been nicked, burned, and things like that by other nail techs. So I try to use bits that cause less friction. And if I hit the skin, will cause less damage, as least amount of damage as possible. Yep, there's that Aircy 5-in-1 bit. It is extra fine. It comes with a yellow band that lets you know it's extra fine. I absolutely love it. Anyway, so the 4 extra course thing, ooh, it's great. These bits are anywhere between I think $6 and $10 per bit. So after loving those two, I was like, one of my favorite nail techs always removes her polish with a green coarse bit, a torpedo at that. I was like, let me see what I can find. So I went on Amazon and I found Airseed has a torpedo bit that is green. It's rose gold. It's green band, so it's coarse. I was like, oh, baby, let me try it. I bought 3 of them all at once because the first 2 types of bits that I bought, which, by the way, the extra fine is a 5-in-1, I loved. So I was like, don't want to buy only one and love this bit and then struggle to get it because things sell out so quickly on Amazon a lot of the time. So I bought 3, tried it out, and baby, that thing is fire. So what I'm saying is you can try the Airseed bits for yourself, see if you like them. They're reasonably priced, in my opinion, versus like Erica's ETA, where a bit is like anywhere from $12 to $18. Most of them, I think, is somewhere between $14 to $20 something. I'm like, ugh, I can't do that. But anyway, and yes, I know quality is what matters, but if I'm buying 6 bits at $20, that's $120 for 6 bits. That's a little whew, in my opinion. Anyway, what you saw a couple of views back was the 5-in-1 bit that I used to debulk and clean up the cuticle, proximal nail fold area, sidewalls. Then you see me file with 100 and 180 grit zebra. And right now we are polishing, but we cleaned up the nail with 91% alcohol and acetone mixture. This is a purple gray by D&D. I can't remember exactly what the name or number of it is. So we're just drawing on some swirls here to make sort of an abstract type French. Looks like it's a 450 something. Anyway. And we're just taking a wooden Q-tip and cleaning it up. In this video, I forgot to focus, so I apologize because the camera focuses on my hand more than it does on the actual nail. I've been working on this, but sometimes in the moment, I'm just stuck in finishing my client's nails versus the video. I don't create content for a living. I create content because there are plenty of people out there who love to watch nails. And I am a bargain hunting heifer. I want bits that are high quality and not super expensive. I want polishes that give me or perform well. I want products that perform well, period. And I find those things can be inexpensive. They don't have to be totally expensive. Here, I just remembered we want a little bit more opaqueness, so I'm going back over with the second coat. With that being said, I'm just taking one of my berry wine brushes, making sure I get to the edge. And again, Forgive me, I have ADD. I get lost, and sometimes what I was saying. Anyway, so I like to have things that work well for me and my clients without me having to pass along a cost, as I've always said. So you can try out the Airseas bits and other products for yourself, if you like. Now I'm just going in with, if I'm not mistaken, this is Mia Secret White. Excuse me. The Mia Secret White gel paint is a very pasty consistency, which is good as it goes on smoothly, but it can also be a problem as in it can leave texture depending on how you apply. If you're not looking for texture, it's not a lot of texture like a carving gel, like in my last video where I applied the lines to the side of the nail. That was a carving gel, which will give you that kind of texture. But anyway, so I would just be careful if you're not looking for a texture look and how you apply it. And we're just doing some abstract lines and outlines of the abstract French. My head's all over the place, Jesus Christ. But anyway, so she didn't know quite what she wanted, so I just was like, we'll figure something out. She just knew she wanted the gray purple. And this is more of the light gray purple, more on the purple side, which is a good thing. Now I'm just taking some gold, made by Elite 99, which, by the way, I've said this, I think, in several videos, some of the best gel paint I've ever had. I cannot find it anymore in the US. When I looked for it, it was only in the UK, and I was not paying for that kind of shipping. But anyway, so we just did some gold to the white outlines. Now we're coming in with the top coat by American Nails. Do I recommend this top coat? Yes. However, if you're looking for something that's scratch resistant, I do not know if that is this. If you are looking for something that's stain resistant, I do not know if that is this. And I say that to say this. I don't have any clients that are hairdressers that dye their hair, so I have no clue whether or not it's stain resistant. As far as the scratching goes, most of my clients come back and I don't see any scratches per se, but that does not necessarily mean that it is scratch resistant. As far as the yellowing goes, I haven't noticed any yellowing. Like it is a different color in the light, but I haven't noticed any real true yellowing, and that could just be me. But I say buy it at your own risk. And we are done, ladies and gentlemen.